So this is the new Sonos Roam, Sonos's latest speaker, and their first truly portable speaker. Now they did of course bring out the Sonos Move about 20 months ago, late 2019. That's also portable, given it's battery powered, but it's also rather big and bulky and in fact quite heavy. So calling that portable I think is something of a stretch. Now this Sonos Roam on the other hand, as you can see, is a lot smaller and lighter and in fact much more rugged in design. So it's perfectly designed for taking with you in the car to the beach, on a picnic and so on. Sonos says that it's dust proof, that it's waterproof, rated I think it's IP67, which apparently means you can it could be immersed in up to 3 feet of water for 30 minutes. I certainly wouldn't want to do that. But there's no doubt that it could easily survive being caught in the rain. And also, Sonos says that it's drop resistant. Well, it certainly feels rugged, but again, I'd be very reluctant to drop it from, say, knock it off a table onto, say, a concrete floor or something. But it certainly could survive normal knocks and scrapes. Overall, it's typical of Sonos quality. It's a very nicely built speaker. It looks good. It's made of excellent materials. It's up to the standards that you'd usually expect from Sonos. Looking at the design, you can see on the top there are 3 buttons from left to right for volume up, play, pause and volume down. The play pause button can also be pressed twice to move to the next track or 3 times for the previous track. I mean, these are pretty much standard control functions these days. And behind these buttons is a button for toggling the microphone on and off. You need to make sure the microphone is on if you want to use the built-in voice assistance or the automatic True Play tuning feature. On the back, you'll find the sleep-wake button, which is also the power button, and a USB-C port for charging. Now, the sleep-wake button, as I say, can also be used to switch off the Roam completely. It's also the one you use to put the Roam into Bluetooth pairing mode, so you can pair it with your phone or tablet or whatever. Now there are also underneath you'll find 4 little feet, which are used to provide stability when you lay the Roam horizontally instead of what would be its more normal vertical position. And finally on the front there's a status light at the top and a battery charge light at the bottom. So as regards connectivity, the Roam has both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in. Wi-Fi is used to connect the Roam to your Wi-Fi network and via that to your existing Sonos network, assuming you have one. It also means that once it's on your network, it functions as an AirPlay 2 speaker, an Apple AirPlay. Now Bluetooth of course would normally be used for connecting when you're outside the home, when you're outside of your Wi-Fi network, but of course you could use Bluetooth in the home as well. A cool feature is the built-in voice assistant feature, that it has both Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant built in. You have to set these up in the Sonos app, but once that's done then they're available. Now I haven't tried the Google Assistant, but I already have Echo Dots and Echo Shows and so on, and I've tried using Alexa with the Sonos Roam and it works just as well as say using an Echo Dot. Finally, it's worth mentioning the automatic True Play feature. Now what this means is that the Roam, like the Move, will automatically adjust its sound to the surroundings where it's placed. This makes sense of course, because given they're portable you're going to be moving them to different rooms, to different surroundings, and so it's important that the adjustment, the True Play tuning, takes place automatically, that you don't have to do it manually every time you move it somewhere else. So what does the Sonos Roam sound like? I mean, that's the most important thing, isn't it, ultimately? Well, I've tested it with a variety of music. In particular, I listened to an album called Asia by Steely Dan, which some of you may know. And I chose this firstly because it's one of my favourite albums, but also it's, as you'll see if you read on Wikipedia, it's regarded as a very good test recording by audiophiles. So I tend to test speakers by listening to that album, in particular the title track, Asia. Now, obviously, my views are subjective. People's tastes differ, but I have to say that I thought the sound was very good. I compared it with a HomePod Mini and with an Echo Show 8. I thought those were probably similar size speakers. And I would say it was as on a par with the HomePod Mini, better than the Echo Show. I did actually prefer the HomePod Mini sound slightly, but only just. Now, I also compared it with the Move, and as you'd expect, given the Move is bigger and more expensive, the Move did sound better, but overall the sound quality is very good. And again, typical of what you'd expect from Sonos. There's certainly sufficient bass, well, for my taste anyway. Yours may differ, and the treble is clear and crisp. Overall, a very good sound quality. So, do I think the Sonos Roam is worth buying? Given the price, it costs I think it's £159 in the UK, $179 I believe in the US, which is is pricey, I suppose, for a Bluetooth speaker. But of course, it's not just Bluetooth; it is a Wi-Fi speaker, and it becomes part of your Sonos network. There are, of course, a lot of other cheaper Bluetooth speakers on the market, including ones from top brands like Sony and Bose. But the big advantage of the Sonos, of course, is that it's a Sonos speaker. Therefore, it has Wi-Fi, and it becomes, if you've already got an existing Sonos network, then it fits into that very nicely. The sound quality is, as I say, very good for a speaker of this size, and the overall build quality is excellent. So I would certainly, if you're looking for a portable speaker, a Bluetooth speaker, and also particularly if you're an existing Sonos owner, then I think if you're in the market for a portable speaker, then it would make obvious sense to purchase the Sonos Roam rather than something else. If you're not an existing Sonos owner, then you'd have to consider whether if you just want it for portable reasons, for using outside the home as a Bluetooth speaker, you could probably get something cheaper and just as good in terms of sound quality.